In much the same way that it is not possible to be a little bit pregnant, it's not possible to be a little bit mindful. You're either mindful or you are mindless. There is no grey area. There's no in between the two. Now, unfortunately, most of us, most of the time, are blessed, and clearly that's not the right word, with a brain that operates on autopilot, that sees all routine things through a process known as cognitive appraisal, where we make sense of reality by reference to stored knowledge that we learned decades ago and consequently make absolute nonsense of reality and react accordingly. Now that is the way the normal mind works, and that is mindless in comparison to the alternative, mindful. The definition of mindfulness, which comes, in modern times at least, from the University of Massachusetts Medical School, is that we pay a deliberate, unusual amount of attention to the reality of the present moment, non-judgmentally. What a loaded statement. Try to be non-judgmental. I was going to say for 5 minutes, but just try to be non-judgmental now. What way are you evaluating what I'm saying? What way are you evaluating what's going on in your own head? What way are you evaluating what has happened so far today? We're constantly evaluating. We're constantly judging. In fact, we're constantly pre-judging. The pre-bit comes from the fact that we've been doing the same thing since we were children automatically. We are, in effect, highly prejudiced people, constantly prejudging what's going on, constantly getting it wrong, constantly adding to the mess by throwing in our tuppence worth, constantly going from bad to worse. But it's okay. We're all in the same boat, so it must be okay. And we're not too bad. At least we're going to make it through the day without doing ourselves too much harm. That's how we're wired, to make it through the day. If we didn't make it through the day in evolutionary times, well then, that was it. Curtains. But in modern times, we need to do more than simply make it through the day. And that is why I would exhort you to turn your back on the mindlessness of the automatic mind that runs or ruins your life for you. And even if your life is good, by the way, I still use the word ruin, because your life is ruined in comparison to the wonderful, effortless, happy and carefree life that you could have, where you too train your mind to pay deliberately an unusual amount of attention to the reality of the present moment, non-judgmentally.